Mmm. Mmm. So good. I am going to be making scones for the first time. All you need is the ingredients and a drink and the recipe. Maybe I saw my mom make scones for the first time like 10 years ago, but the recipe is the only thing you need. So first you're going to have flour and salt. This is like half a teaspoon of salt, and then 4 leveled teaspoons of baking powder, or you could just use self-raising flour. Just mix that with your hand. Mix that with your hand. Probably I was supposed to mix this with a spoon at this point and pass it through a sieve, but the hand will do. And then you're going to put butter. This is around 75 grams of butter, if not 100 grams of butter. I'm aiming for a very rich scones. Also have yourself covered. I am covered by the same fabric. Confusing, isn't it? And the pattern matches too. Okay, just scratch this, scratch this. It's going to take a little bit of time. You can have your drink, a matching drink. Then keep scratching. I realized that I did not leave any butter or margarine for the baking dish, but I'll be fine. Then after this, what you're going to add is sugar. This is like 2 tablespoons of sugar. And the last thing you're going to need is eggs. Oh, man, does it really matter? I usually like breaking the eggs separately, just in case. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands first. Okay, now we're going to break the eggs separately. I always do this because I'm always worried I'm going to find like a bad egg, and I would have already broken it straight into the bowl. So first I'll put the first egg in because it's alright, and then I'll break another egg. They're all good. Thank you, Lord. And then just put the other egg in. Then I am going to add milk. So I'm going to put just a little bit of milk aside to brush everything, to brush the scones with later. There we go. I haven't mentioned any measurements, have I? Yep. And then we need again. Oh, this is going to taste so good. Get all that kneading powder. By the way, I started with 350 grams of flour, if I didn't mention this, 75 grams of butter, 2 tablespoons of sugar, then I add 4 teaspoons of baking powder, then I had half a teaspoon of salt, and I had 125 mils of milk. Now I have forgotten something. Okay, I have the baking soda. Here's half a teaspoon of baking soda. I'm just going to, this is not how you add baking soda, but this is just going to do. So we're going to knead it for a while. Not a heavy knead, but just enough. It looks really yellow. Can you see it? Really yellow. I thought it would be much more bigger than it is, but I guess that's why you roll it out. So more kneading. You could add raisins in, or sultanas, or any dried fruits, but I didn't because I've been adding raisins into everything lately. So everybody's kind of bored with it. I'm still going to roll it because I added the baking soda really late. I don't knead on a table. The reasons why I'm not kneading flat on the table is I'm used to kneading while watching TV, so usually I just move with the bowl. There is no other rich reasoning. So after this, Actually, I think this is enough. Okay, we are going to be greasing our tin. Actually, I thought I had gray hair for 5 seconds there, but apparently I got some flour on my head. So grease the tin with as much grease as possible. You're going to need it if you want to remove those scones out when they're done. I've already preheated the oven. I'm just using the leftover margarine in the bowl. I've already preheated the oven at 220 degrees centigrade. I do not know what that is in Fahrenheit. I will go Google it if I were you. Okay, that's ready. Now I'm going to be spreading it on this. I'm going to roll it out so that I can use these are actually cookie cutters, but I want my scones to have a lovely shape. First, we start with flour. You're supposed to roll it into 2 inches, but I don't know what 2 inches are when rolling. I know what 2 inches are, I just don't know what 2 inches are when rolling dough, but we'll be fine. Look, started with the first portion. Okay, we're going to move this drink away. Okay, so we have to roll this flat into like a measurement of 2 inches. I should put some flour in this. Yep, just a little. I'm going to be very gentle here. Then the other way around. We're going to be baking this for only 10 to 12 minutes. Yeah, I think I'm satisfied with that much rolling. Now I'm going to use circle, love, and the star. Why not? Okay. Look at that. That's a very cute scones. I'm gonna have it over there. And then there. And then it's our last one. A little star scones. Really cute. I'm gonna just put this again and then roll it out 10 centimeters and fill this tray. And then I'll finish the rest of the dough in a matter of very few minutes. Where is all my humor today? It's because I'm doing a literal face-to-face cooking. Okay, we are almost ready to send it into the oven. The last thing we're going to add is brushing it with milk. You could do this with eggs or butter instead, but milk just makes it nicer. These are the scones. Somebody already ate one of them, but they're delicious. Okay, now we're going to taste them. I'm going to take one, the heart shape. Going to cut in between. Look, so soft. Going to take some cream cheese. Cream cheese. There we go. Just cream cheese for me. No tea needed. Even though I do have tea on handy. We're going to close it back in. So good.